GM, my dear friends, welcome back to another episode of the World WiDeFi Show. So this is Nurstar speaking, and today is Friday, the 17th of October. And as a good Friday the 17th, we are dumping, and so the market is experiencing some quite a relevant downsides. We are seeing a similar trend across different kinds of markets, the crypto market, the traditional market, and also gold is looking as if it reached a top. At least it seems like that. It is on an incredible bull run, but then we're gonna talk about that in details later on. So let's start with a glimpse on at coin market cap. So we are seeing Bitcoin bleeding around 5%. Actually, the market reacted a little bit during the past hour as the time of the recording. So we are recording this kind of like at midday UTC, just for you to have an idea. And so we are seeing Bitcoin down 5% and Ethereum 7%. Solana 7%, XRP 6.4%, and most majors are dumping around between 5% and 15% in the daily. So it's a red day. We are ending the week on red, and let's have a look at charts, okay? So this is the crypto total market cap chart. We are seeing that we touched the 200 periods moving average, and which we touched that a couple of hours ago, and the price bounced. And but yeah, you can see here we are continuing the bearish trend, at least on the daily time frame. So we are around 3.5 trillions. And let's see how the market, the total crypto market cap will behave during the weekend. And if we go below the 200 moving average, it's gonna be it's gonna be a tough time, I think. And it looks like the beginning of a bear market, actually, right? Maybe we still have everybody's saying that there will be the last leg of the bull market during the past months of this year, and it still can be possible, I think, especially if we dump quite a lot within the 25th of October. If we don't go too low, but if we stay around this range at the 3.2 trillions market cap, I think if we stay above 3 trillions of total crypto market cap, another leg is possible, but I think it would be like a leg that won't go above the last the last top, the last local top. At least maybe it will touch it, but it won't go much beyond it. So let's see. This is my feeling, actually, no financial advice. And obviously in the weekly, it is going to close below the shortest periods moving average, the 9-1, and it is approaching the 26 periods moving average. And let's see how the week ends. But the trend is extinguishing, or at least it looks like that. And so having a look specifically about BTC in the 4 hours time frame, it seems as if it's bottomed. So it bottomed at around $103,500, and then it bounced. Now it is sitting at $106,000. So here in the I think it is still has to go down a little bit, but maybe we'll be seeing the price going back to around 108, something like that in the short term. In the daily, I think that if the candle closes below the yellow moving average here, the 201, it can mean that a bearish trend, the bearish trend could continue downwards. And so these are things that we already mentioned many times, and there are many things that are aligning in order to manifest a bearish trend, at least in the short term. I don't know if it will be the beginning of the bear market yet. I wouldn't bet on it because this is a crazy market after all. But it will also depend on Powell's decision on rates cuts, which is happening in 10 days or so. Therefore, we are in a very uncertain times. But for the time being, if we have a look at the weekly, the same. We're almost very close to the 29 periods moving average. So also, if it closes below it, I think we went below it, but then we went up again, and now, exactly. Now we are like touching it at the time of speaking. So if it goes below it, and if the price the candle closes below it, it can mean something, guys. It can mean something. And also because later on there could be a cross of these two moving average, the blue one and the red one, and that usually coincides with a cooling down of the market. So in this case of Bitcoin, but obviously if we switch to Ethereum, a similar speech can be done for it. And now obviously it bounced pretty aggressively from 3,672 up to almost 3,800. I think that Ethereum went down a little bit less than Bitcoin in these days. But I also noticed that Ethereum is lagging a bit the market. So let's see how it behaves in the upcoming 2 days. Also because I guess that as far as I remember, Solana is performing very well as well. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong, I guess. Let me see. No, also Solana, it's behaving similarly. But in terms of narratives, we'll have a look later on in the news section that Solana is getting a mind share compared to Ethereum for different reasons. But let's see also in terms of daily time frames, similar thing here as similar to Ethereum in the daily. We are still up, so we are still above the 200 moving average in the daily time frame, and also the same applies for Sol, and that's a good sign, at least for now, right? But as I said, these two assets, Ethereum and Solana, are always lagging behind Bitcoin. But for the time being, at least for the last month, they're following the Bitcoin's actions. So it could be possible they will dump later. They will dump more aggressively later on in the coming, especially if this trend continues. If some bad news, geopolitically speaking, happens later today, today Trump is also meeting Zelensky, this kind of stuff. We could see some drama in the Ukraine Russia front and stuff like that. So everything can happen, anything can happen. So here, this is the gold, guys. So gold this morning when I woke up, it was like the top. I woke up, it was around 4,380, and I said, it's unbelievable. And also, I started seeing posts like this one of showing people around the world, especially in Asia, that obviously they woke up earlier, right? In Asia, queuing up to places where gold is sold. And then I don't know if all these people are there to buy gold or to sell their gold, and but obviously it can be considered a potential top signal. So I actually opened a small short on gold because I think that it can still go higher. Now people are speculating about the fact that it will reach $5,000 per ounce before the end of the year. It is possible, but I think it will cool down in the upcoming week. let's see, it is surprising everybody, you know. But at the same time, as I said last time, if we have a look at so we're not having bearish dynamics in the daily time frame since August August 25th. So guys, some cooling off has to happen sooner or later. Everything that goes that high, it has to go a little bit down at least for a while. And then this is the dollar index, which is kind of pumping back. So it bottomed. It had a pullback. Sorry, a pullback in the 4 hours time frame after reaching around 99.5 on the 9th of October. It went down for a week or so. And now, since yesterday, it bounced off the 200 moving average. That's also a healthy sign, and that plays out with the theory that I have, is that there's gonna be a relevant, strong, bullish leg for the dollar, and so I think now we'll go towards the moving average, and maybe we'll cross it. Who knows? But it will take some time. So and as I always said, you know, the bullish it is for the dollar index, the bearish it is for our risk on assets. So you know, you need to play some caution, because obviously, as we've always said for the past weeks or so, there are some signs of tops across many kinds of markets, right? So let's have a look at DeFi, a quick glimpse. Obviously, also most DeFi protocols are dumping in the daily time frame, but they're getting some market share back in the past hour. So we have Hyperliquid down 8.3%, Chainlink 10.2%, Stellar 7.2%, Polkadot 8.5%, Uniswap 7.4%, Aave almost 14%. We are still higher than the bottom we reached last Friday, you know, during the instant spike. But as I said, I think that especially for altcoins, we're gonna see similar prices as the one we saw last Friday very soon. Also, I think, but on one end, I think that. On the other end, I don't hope it that happens. But you know, we don't have power on that. Let's have a look at tokenomics. They also have a Rectober deal, and you can get Tokenomics Pro for just $1 in your first month, then $49 per month. Actually, I'm not running any referral link or like partnership with them. I know them. I actually got a referral link many months ago, but then I wasn't producing any content, so it went unused. Maybe I will reactivate it very soon. But obviously, I just think that I show their interface, also some dates, some figures that are from the premium version. Yeah, for me, it's nice to let you know that there is this deal by Tokenomist. So enroll yourself, sign up, because it's a very useful platform, and you have a glimpse of what could happen, because you know, unlocks play an important role in price dynamics in crypto. So regarding total value unlock for the upcoming week, for the ending week, I would say, so it is about 1 billion, so not that much. Next week we are seeing some unlocks regarding Kaito. So 3.5% of circulating supply for Kaito is being released into the market, and yeah, that's all. So 146.3 billions being locked in DeFi. We are down 5%. Aave bleeding. So let's focus on the weekly. Aave bleeding almost 12%, Lido 14%, Eigenlayer 14%, Ethena 15.7%, and similar percentages are being experienced by the majors, the DeFi blue chips. Regarding the Ethereum L2s, also Arbitrum is having a leakage in total value locked, if I can say that. So it is below the 18 billions total value locked figure, and then also down 12.5%. The same applies to base chain. OP mainnet almost 23% in the week. Linear 26%. Lighter 10.5%, ZK Sync 17%, Starknet 20%, Unichain 34%. So let's have a look at Polymarket for a while, starting with this fun prediction market. So today, as I said, Trump is meeting Zelensky, and I don't know where. I think at the White House, but that's not relevant. So what will Trump say during Zelensky events on October 17th? So Ukraine and Ukrainian more than 10 times, quoted at 43%. So trillion, million, billions for more than 8 times. Thank you for and that's being priced at 50%. Then thank you for more than 8 times at 41%. Please please for more than 8 times at 32%. For more than 4 times at 51%, Democrat for more than 4 times at 38%, NATO for more than 3 times at 71%, Biden for more than 4 times at 64%, Patriot Tomahawk for more than 3 times at 69%, Lagarde at 21%, Stupid at 48%, so just one mention Stupid, 48%, Sanction, and I already made it translate that's just stupid, and Sanction at 58%, Suit at 24%, Tango, I don't know why Tango, it must be a system, right? If I remember well. It must be a defense system. In fact, at first I said Tango. Why should he mention Tango? And they will dance a tango maybe in the White House. Who knows? To manifest peace. And 8 wars, 9 wars, 74%. Nuclear 62%, mineral 32%, Jew Muslim 29%, Steve Witkoff 64%, crypto and Bitcoin 3%. I don't know why I should mention crypto now, but who knows? So a quick look at the total RWA, so real world assets locked value and tokenized value. So we are still at 34 billion, so nothing changed. And this is the beauty of this market, right? So it is pegged to assets that are not that volatile as crypto. So it can maintain its value, in a less volatile way, I would say. Actually, I need to rush because I have a call. So Japan's banks collaborate to launch stablecoin pegged to yen. These are great news. So then I just wanted to spend a couple of words on a trend. As I was saying, Solana is getting some mindshare recently, and Uniswap announced that they announced they integrated Solana, so you can swap on Uniswap on Solana through the Uniswap app, and so this is a big move, guys. So who would have ever said that Uniswap would have deployed on Solana? Like I wouldn't have said that 3 years ago, because Uniswap has been so aligned to Ethereum. So things are changing, right? And alignment is not in fashion anymore, I guess. Maximalism is not in fashion. at least. Also because I guess that projects are preparing for a potential bear market, so they are trying to expand in all the ways possible in order to diversify their position, and to be ready also to have more opportunities during a bear market, and also during the next bull market. And also a project I'm contributing to is Soldier, and they are a dev focused project. They are building a DApp building framework for Solana, and you can have a look at their recent announcements, and if you're a builder building on Solana, you could find this very useful, because it simplifies your development workflow. It speeds that up a lot, so you should have a look at Soldier. And then a word about Brove. So at Brove we celebrated 1 month from the release of the early mainnet version, and we are pretty proud of what we've done for the past months of developments, and then also for the past month of mainnet. And we improved the UI quite a lot. We had around 100 we had more than 100 people, users, playing with the protocol, using the protocol for different services that we offer at Brove, and almost 80 Brove passports being minted. And if you want to find out more about Brove, just head to brove.io. There's also a very good documents doc section there to learn more about us, and then you can mint your Brove passport for free, and it will basically analyze your Bitcoin activity, and it will give you a score according to that. And then we are also working on evolution. So depending on your activity on Brove, you will be able to reach some evolutions as your score progresses. And we are also working on many other features. So stay tuned for the next news regarding Brove. So just let's Brove it, guys. And having said that, I don't have time to comment any other news, to be honest, but actually there's not pretty much besides the ongoing dump. So thanks a lot, guys. I wish you a great weekend. See you on Monday. Take care, guys. Bye bye.